Everyone says a boat loses 20% of its value the second it hits the water. But due to supply chain bottlenecks, massive wait lists, and inflation, buying the right boat has unexpectedly become a wealth hack. Here are 5 boats worth more used than brand new. Number 5. Boston Whaler 170 Montauk. To understand how a mass-produced entry-level legend becomes an appreciating asset, you have to look at a phenomenon called inflation-driven MSRP drag. For decades, the Boston Whaler 170 Montauk has been the gold standard for reliable, unsinkable family boats. But between 2018 and 2021, the market experienced a seismic shift. Buyers who walked into a dealership in 2018 or 2019 and paid roughly $35,000 for a brand new model found themselves sitting on a highly lucrative piece of fiberglass just a few years later. By 2022, these exact same used boats were routinely selling for $42,000 or more on the secondary market. This localized price jump did not happen in a vacuum. It was driven by massive macroeconomic forces. According to data from the National Marine Manufacturers Association, new boat prices surged by an average of 30 to 40% between 2019 and 2023. As the cost of raw materials, labor, and transportation skyrocketed, the sticker price for a brand new Montauk climbed rapidly out of reach for many casual buyers. Because the new models became vastly more expensive, pre-pandemic owners held a massive advantage. They were able to capitalize on severe dealer shortages and a complete lack of fresh inventory. New buyers simply could not find a boat on the lot. So, they turned to the used market, dragging the values of these lightly used whalers up proportionally. If you bought right before the pandemic, you basically got paid to use your boat for 3 years. Number 4. Axopar 37 XC Cross Cabin. This highly sought-after European-built adventure boat became the poster child for global supply chain bottlenecks between 2020 and 2022. Axopar is known for its distinctive, aggressive hull design and all-weather capability, making it incredibly popular in the United States. But there was one massive problem. They are built overseas. When the pandemic hit, the international shipping industry was thrown into absolute chaos. High transatlantic shipping costs and massive international supply chain delays crippled the delivery pipeline. Dealers in the United States simply could not get their hands on new inventory. If a buyer ordered a brand new Axopar directly from the factory, they were facing a minimum 12-month wait just for overseas delivery, and that timeline was constantly being pushed back. The financial impact of these logistical nightmares created a massive market flip. American buyers decided they were entirely unwilling to wait a year or more to get out on the water. Instead, they began paying massive premiums for local used inventory that was already sitting in a domestic slip. The hard numbers are staggering. Lightly used 2021 models were aggressively changing hands for $350,000 and up. In many cases, this was $20,000 to $40,000 more than their original pre-pandemic new sticker price. Buyers were literally writing larger checks for a second-hand vessel just to guarantee they had a boat for the summer season, completely upending the traditional depreciation curve of the marine industry. Number 3. Valhalla V41. This entry introduces a fascinating dynamic in the high-end marine market known as the turnkey rigging advantage. The Valhalla V41 is a top-tier luxury center console produced between 2021 and 2023, and it is famously backed by the legendary Viking Yachts brand. When you purchase a vessel of this caliber brand new from the factory, it often arrives surprisingly bare. The base MSRP simply gets you the hull and the motors. But buyers in this luxury bracket do not want a bare boat. They require extensive aftermarket essentials. Adding a Seakeeper gyroscopic stabilizer to eliminate roll, fabricating custom towers, and installing a high-end Garmin electronics suite typically costs an additional $50,000 to $100,000. But the financial cost is only half the battle. The real issue is the time cost. This level of highly custom rigging takes 2 to 3 months of expensive, specialized shop time to complete. During the boating boom, marine electronics installers were booked out for seasons in advance. Wealthy buyers absolutely hate headaches, and they hate waiting even more. To eliminate this massive logistical hurdle, they happily paid a steep skip-the-line premium. This intense demand for instant gratification drove lightly used, fully dialed-in models to sell for 10 to 15% above their original base MSRP. Buyers realized that overpaying for a used, fully rigged vessel was actually the smartest way to guarantee immediate access to the water without spending their entire summer dealing with marine contractors and backordered parts. Number 2. Yellowfin 36 Offshore. To understand the explosive value of this specific vessel, you have to understand the concept of cult brand scarcity. For the 2019 to 2022 models, Yellowfin essentially mirrored the market strategy of Rolex in the luxury watch world. The brand intentionally limits its production volume to maintain incredibly strict quality control standards. This creates a powerful sense of exclusivity and artificial scarcity that literally turns their vessels into appreciating assets. Yellowfin does not mass-produce boats to sit on dealership lots. Each hull is built to order. Across the broader marine industry, the macro statistics are eye-opening. The average wait time for a custom-built luxury center console over 35 feet currently sits anywhere between 18 to 36 months. That is a massive delay that only fuels a blazing hot secondary market. The specific payoff for the Yellowfin 36 Offshore is nothing short of incredible. Highly customized tournament builds from 2020, which were originally purchased for roughly $450,000, routinely sold for well over $500,000 on the used market. Buyers were aggressively bidding up second-hand models for one simple reason. They wanted to bypass the 18 to 24-month factory queue. When a brand establishes this level of cult loyalty, the physical age of the fiberglass becomes entirely irrelevant. The only thing the market cares about is availability. And a used Yellowfin sitting on a trailer today is infinitely more valuable than a brand new one promised 2 years from now. Number 1. Freeman 42LR. This massive catamaran represents the ultimate skip-the-line premium for 2020 to 2023 models. In the world of ultra-high net worth buyers, time is drastically more valuable than money. Freeman has built a reputation for crafting some of the fastest, most capable offshore fishing platforms on the planet. But that reputation comes with a staggering bottleneck. Factory waitlists for these custom center consoles routinely exceed 3 full years. If you want a brand new Freeman, you are signing up for a wait that outlasts most car leases. Because of this extreme delay, the secondary market absolutely exploded, revealing a shocking price delta. Original manufacturer suggested retail prices for the 42LR were sitting around $900,000. But as demand peaked, used market prices skyrocketed to between $1.2 million and $1.4 million. Buyers were happily paying a $500,000 premium over the sticker price just to secure instant delivery ahead of the upcoming fishing season. To put this absolute frenzy into perspective, we have to look at the broader data. According to insights from Boat Trader, during the peak demand of 2021 and 2022, overall used boat inventory dropped by a massive 40%. At the exact same time, search volume surged by 65%. This created unprecedented bidding wars on used hulls. The Freeman 42LR became the ultimate status symbol, proving that when wealth meets absolute scarcity, the concept of depreciation vanishes completely. Would you pay a $500,000 premium just to skip a 3-year waitlist? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe for more data-driven wealth trends.